Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. I'm Mike Briggs, and it's Tuesday in the 3 o'clock hour. You know what we do in the 3 o'clock hour? We talk seniors issues and things seniors face from health and working out and losing weight or gaining weight or their housing or transportation. Any issues for seniors, we like to talk about those right here on our show, Central Valley Talk Seniors Issues. Today we've had back our familiar guest, Hope Rosky. Welcome, Hope.
Hello and happy Valentine's
Day
to
Day,
you and
it?
all the viewers out there.
Yeah. Now,
Heart.
we all should be in shape. Seniors, get in shape before you're a senior.
Right. So seniors, it's always important to think about being in shape because as people get older, the volatility is there more so than even in our youth. The chances for falls are more prevalent. Breaking bones are more prevalent. So it's imperative that if seniors are not on a plan now, it's never too late to start.
It's not too late.
Never. It isn't. And for people who are seniors, and if they haven't worked out before, it's very beneficial to get a personal fitness trainer.
Right.
And that way, because it's not a one size fits all, we have people who I train that might have arthritis, they've had a knee replacement, they've had hip replacements. It's a whole different style. So what I do for one client can be completely different than what I do for another client. And that's why it's important to have somebody who has the education and experience to help out.
To help that one person. Well, here's another reason it's important. I know a lot of 80-year-olds, octogenarians we call them, they just sit. Right. And when they fall, they all seem to always break their hip.
That's true.
So part of you coming, say, to their house once a week or working with them once a week is they're not just sitting. It's the only thing they do.
Well, the beauty of fitness is it can even be done in a chair. Anything from reaching up and over, even tapping my foot out side to side. I could do modified jacks even with my legs. So even in a chair, I could tap like this. There are opportunities, and even balance and core exercises where you lift a leg and you lift an arm. There are opportunities to do it. So there's really not much of an excuse as to somebody just not being able to do it. I mean, there may be those who can't, truly, but if there are those that have that opportunity and can do it, make it happen.
And it's not just seniors sitting. Most people sit all day long, and after work they don't have enough energy to go work out or anything. So anybody can learn to do something just at their desk.
Right, exactly. And I have clients that are at their desk, and I tell them to do calf pumps and the heel toe raises because it keeps the circulation going. Sitting at the desk all day long can be daunting. They also need to do some back stretches as well, and that may just be to the point of just coming over and taking a break and stretching out the lower back. There's an abundance of opportunity for people to do stretching exercises even if they're in a chair.
What about, it's Valentine's Day, couples? Can people work out together? Is there something they can do?
Oh, absolutely. So I'm fortunate. I trained a few married couples, actually. And what it does is it gives couples that opportunity to really open up their line of communication, find something to do together. They find themselves to be more energetic and want to do more things, and just give them that vitality that they need. And so it's a wonderful way for two people to unite together for something beneficial within their health.
And as I said, people tend to just sit in the chair. When you have somebody else doing it, you're kind of keeping each other accountable a little. Let's do our thing. Let's do our exercise.
Exactly. It's one person is there to help motivate the other person. And so it's one of those journeys that I think seniors can take together that would just be a truly, even if it's a walk, a fun experience together, and just embrace it. You don't have to get out there and, pump iron real hard, but just get the cardiovascular activity. When the weather's better, swim together. Just find activities. Right now, pickleball is really big for seniors. Yeah. And that's a great activity for couples to do together as well.
Pickleball. It's so popular. I haven't done it.
It is.
I
It
wanna
is
do it.
popular.
We have some pictures here. What are we looking
Yes.
at?
So in the pictures that we have here, first we have Charles, and
Is he a senior?
Charles is a senior,
Okay.
and Charles is working on his balance and core. So you can see he has one foot crossed over another. He's reaching over, and he's holding that for his balance and stability. In the other picture where he is on one knee right here, that's called the bird dog. And again, that works the core. It works upper body strength as well as the core, because he's balancing, as you see, on the on the one arm.
Is the core itself important for balance?
Absolutely. It is absolutely important in the way you walk and sit and carry yourself. The core always needs to be engaged, because otherwise, like me, I'm sitting like this, and then if I slouch, I mean, it's just, it relaxes everything. And when I'm sitting upright and I have a slight pelvic tilt, I'm engaging my core, which is a good thing to do, and to have a strong one.
I have a crazy job. I'm a talk show host all day long, so I got a chair with no back on it, and so I
know
have to sit
about
up
that
straight
chair.
and keep my core engaged.
That's
all
right.
day long, so.
Absolutely. And it's a great thing. Now, what's nice is the next picture I have is Charles' wife, and her name is Suzanne. And so she's doing some stretching right there. You see it's a piriformis stretch. So she has one leg in a figure four crossed over the other. Now notice that she has a ball. This helps to extend the leg out a little bit further in that stretch. Now you can use both hands, but having that ball helps it go a little further. In the next picture, what Suzanne is doing is she's doing what we call the wood shop. So you think about going outside and chopping wood. Well, Suzanne's right there. She takes the weight basically above the shoulder, and then she'll step forward in a lunge and then slice it to the side, just like one would do in a wood shop. Again, working arms and core right there as well.
Is she doing this with no weights?
Oh, she has a weight in her
There's
hand.
a weight.
When we warm up, and I'm glad you brought that up. When we start off, sometimes we work with maybe a 1 or a 2 pound weight or no weight at all, just to get the body warmed up, and then the weights start to increase bit by bit.
You don't have to have a lot of weight. You don't have to have a weight at all then.
Well, you don't. I think especially women, as we get older, because of our bone density, it's important to keep those weights up. And
That helps with bone density.
It does, because women suffer from osteopenia, osteoporosis, and it's a very real thing. And it's sometimes as much as you take a supplement, you can't always fight genetics either. So
Can a woman of not older, I don't like these terms.
Senior
Because
women.
Hope and I are there. We're not going to say our ages again, I don't think. Anyway, can they build bone density, or are they just slowing down the loss of bone density?
Well, what we're doing is we're building muscle and trying to slow down the loss of the bone density. So it's important for people to, what I call maintain. So you want to just continue to build up and stay strong, because it's like your heart. It's a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. And that's how problems can occur.
Okay. What else? Senior show, couples, Valentine's Day. What else you got for us?
What else do I have for you? Well, one of the things that's brought to my attention quite a bit is nutrition. And so sometimes I like to, avoid that word called diet. But when people say diet now, they are using it in a different context. It's more about how is an individual eating. And that's another thing that people need to think about too. What a couple would eat in a meal, it might look a little bit different, because a man needs more protein than a woman might, because of the way their body is built. And so going through the process, when one's making a meal, again, if you think about the inside of your palm, the size of the deck of cards, each meal should have, for a woman, 1 deck of cards, or palm of the hand size protein, where a man would be 2.
2.
And-
Wow, double.
Double.
So the protein,
exactly.
a woman's protein, especially a senior, where would they get their protein?
Okay, so people today have turned vegetarian. So for those who are vegetarian or vegan, tofu, legumes are full of protein. I'm a big proponent of the Mediterranean diet fish, chicken. I have totally backed off the red beef, any pork or things to that effect. That's just me. Everyone is different, and we all have different body types. So again, it's important to work with a nutritionist or somebody who...
But that much, for a woman, that much protein every meal or every day?
Every meal is important because, and especially after the workout, it's key to do. People have a tendency to carb. You want to have a little bit more of that carb before the workout, and then hit it with the protein afterwards. It has a better way of helping burn that fat and bringing things together better. Most importantly for seniors, hydration. And one of my clients just brought to my attention about hydration, and it's like, does this alkaline water really make a difference in this whole hydration process? And again, I feel it's an extra kick in there to help. I like the electrolytes. I think those are good for replenishing.
I drink the smart water for the electrolytes.
Exactly.
It's a little more money, but it seems to go down easier than my tap water.
Yes, exactly. Somehow, I don't know. And, one of the things, too, and if you have the tap water and you have lemons, use some lemons, use some mint. Put a little something, you could put berries in there, so you could just add a little something in there. Cucumber, exactly. Right. So put those in there just to make sure you're hydrating, and especially before a workout. I can't tell you how many times I reiterate this over and over again. Going on a long distance trip, are you going to leave with the tank empty?
So drink the water before the workout?
Absolutely, and especially avoid caffeinated products.
Before the workout?
Coffee, oh yes, my morning workouters.
I'm doing it all wrong, Hope.
Oh no. Well, if you are going to have that cup of coffee, then you need to have at least 16 ounces of water
to offset
to offset it, because caffeine is a dehydrator, and people need to understand that.
Okay. It's hard in the morning. If I go work out at even 10 a.m., it's hard to get my coffee in and water in.
And have something to eat. I can't, again, encourage people to make sure that, and you'll even see at the gym people eating while they're working out. Some people have very intense workouts, and they need to keep their blood sugars even, especially if a person does have a sugar issue. Again, everybody's different. People's goals are different, so you have to follow the plan that best works for you.
Works for you. And maybe talk to somebody who knows something about it, like Hope Rosky. Sign up and get some classes. What do you call it? Sessions?
Sessions, yes. So I work at Fit Garden Swim and Racket Club, and for my members there, they reach out to me, and I take them through. And there are other personal fitness trainers out there as well. And make sure that no matter who they are, that they are certified. That's very important, because I can tell you it is an intensive, whichever program you go through, they make sure you know what they're doing, and CPR and first aid is also essential to know, that a personal fitness trainer not only says that they have it, but they are current and updated with it, because I have had to use it with my clients on different occasions, and I can't tell you how important it is.
Yeah, I got my advanced first aid CPR in 1976, so I'm probably not current. I bet things have changed since then.
They have, the amount of compressions and things, but it's very easy to get in touch with the American Red Cross, and I think that's an important piece of the puzzle too. So whatever you do, do it happily and do it safely.
Right. Hope Rosky, International Sports Sciences personal fitness trainer. If you're a senior and you're not moving, Hope isn't going to make you be lift heavy weights or anything. She's going to give you some exercises to get you moving. If you're a senior, I really recommend doing that. Just the things she said about eating and hydration today, I learned a lot just in a few minutes here. So I think all seniors, or you don't have to be a senior, call up Hope.
Yes, absolutely. I can be found on Facebook under Hope S. Rosky, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions to ask.
Okay. By the way, don't touch that mouse, because after this show, we've got another fascinating show called The Wedding Show.
We do.
Hosted by Hope Rosky.
Go figure.
Yeah, if you're going to get married, or you like wedding stuff, or whatever. You're going to enjoy this show.
We have some
who's the
wonderful, we have a couple special guests. We have Andy Karsh coming, Karsh's Catering, and we also have Bella Bridal coming as well. So it's going to be a fun-filled Valentine's Day show.
Oh, it's Valentine's Day. Oh, my gosh. A lot of pressure, Valentine's Day. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.
See you soon.